Welcome to Narrative Crusades, Combat Patrol Finale. The Eldar have slaughtered their way to the final with great speed and ferocity. Can the stalwart Dark Angels stand defiant and take home the crown to show Big Daddy Lionel that they are the Imperium's finest? Most honoured viewers, let us begin.
Welcome back to the Combat Patrol Tournament Finale. We've got our winners, which have smashed all their opposition up to now, which is the Dark Angels with the mighty Redemptor Dreadnought and the Reserve Boys with their bright blue bolters. And of course, no surprise to anyone, the Aeldari have made it all the way to the final. Now, the Aeldari are going to be using their standard things, so we're going to be using that Foresight again, which allows for 0 CP the Farseer's unit to overwatch 1 for free and 2 on 5s, and if they're on objective, on 4s. Pretty crazy in such small games. And we're then going to be going for the secondary called Infallible Agenda, which allows us to gain 3 victory points every time we take an objective we did not control at the start of our turn. We have Liam on the channel once again, usually known for his Imperial Guard. He's going to be piloting the Dark Angels and said Redemptor of Doom.
Yeah, first time doing that.
So, what have we gone for your enhancement and secondary, Liam?
Okay, so I went for the optional enhancement instead, which is Xanta's Wrath. So I quite like the sound of that one and the way it works. So for anyone who's not familiar with what that is, that's like a reroll advance and charge rolls made for the bearer's unit. So it might come quite handy to maybe potentially close some ground. And my secondary, I've gone for Endless Hunt. Because again, I want to hunt these dirty Xenos.
Yeah, too right.
Take them out the tournament completely and
Be the winners.
take that trophy.
Because it is the final. So, the Eldar have rolled these filthy fake dice on a secondary roll, so they have dropped a dice. Many 6s. Now, Liam, do you want first turn or second turn?
Second.
You want second?
I think so.
You better learn to roll badly.
Well,
6 and 6.
okay.
Let's go again.
Round 2.
3 and 3.
I mean,
Okay, this is
we've got to stop doing this, man. Okay,
Oh,
right,
fine.
so I did get what I wanted.
So, first turn to the Aeldari. Okay, we have returned after the Aeldari have moved in their turn 1. My thought process here is I want to keep quite safe. So I'm hiding behind the Obscuring with the Guardians and the Wind Riders have stayed put. However, Mr. Big Boy over here is going to try and pop a Bright Lance shot across at the Redemptor Dreadnought. I think I'm out of range for my shurikens. I am. So this is all it's going to come down to. Do I hit? I need a 4. I don't hit. I'm not going to use a CP. That was very boring. That was all of my turn 1. Liam has matched the Aeldari's precarious movement. And he has swung up here. Right, talk us through what you've done and what you're about to do.
Okay, right, so the movement phase, the Intercessors as well as the Chaplain, roll of 4 in the advance, just moved up, essentially mirror matched the Guardians with Farseer, and then the Redemptor moved up just below 8 of his full profile to get up just to close a bit of distance ready for later turns, ready to shoot.
What are those fellas doing? Do they suicide into the void?
They can't come on turn 1.
Oh, so they're just dead in the void then, yeah?
Yeah, they're still waiting to come down there.
Oh, okay. I want them to be dead. Right. So I assume you're opening fire here.
Yes, so, so just to clarify, open moment target is the Wraith Lord.
Brilliant. And combat patrol, it's only hits, just so people don't get confused or shout at Liam for only re-rolling to hit.
D6 plus 1 shots. For 1. I've got a CP.
You do.
I've got 2. So I'm going to re-roll that.
Shock horror. Yeah.
Into a 1. That's fine, so D6 plus 1, so we've got 2 shots.
Whee!
Okay, bad start. Okay, so 3s.
Yep.
We are re-rolling. And this is on overcharge, by the way, so we'll take a hazardous roll afterwards. Both hit.
Yep.
Your T10, 11?
11.
11, so I'm winning on 5s here.
Beautiful.
0. Nada. Okay. Right, now I'll take my hazardous roll.
Okay, at least
Okay,
you didn't take
I don't-
3 mortals in
I don't take 3
return for
mortals.
doing nothing.
Swings and roundabouts. Right, working down the page, Icarus Rocket Pod. So D3 attacks. The 3. Alright, that's nice. So it is hit on 3s. All hits. Strength 8, so wound on 5s.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. 2 wounds.
2 wounds on the AP.
2 wounds, -1.
2 wounds, -1. 1 goes through. Damage?
2.
2 damage. Right, no problem at all. Right, carry on.
Okay, so next one, onslaught Gatling cannon. 8 shots.
Yep.
Right, so this is 1 3 again.
Yeah.
Reroll hits.
Ooh.
Devastating wounds as well, by the way. I don't know if that matters.
6s on wounds.
6 on wounds, okay.
Oh, a hell of a lot of 6s.
That is a shame though.
That's a massive shame.
Because I'm the 6s later on. Okay, and strength 5, so 6s to wound. There's 2 6s there.
So just 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds.
Wow. And then I think you've just got your frag assault launchers, haven't you? No.
Twin frag storm grave launchers. We have measured they are in range.
Brilliant.
Okay, so D6 shots. 1.
3.
Okay, so 3s. Reroll it. Into a 2 again. Right, that concludes the shooting.
I think you have the mini onslaught.
The mini onslaught.
Oh no, you fired.
No, that is the onslaught.
Yeah, my bad. You've done that. So actually, do you know what? You've dropped 4 wounds off of the Wraith Lord. That's not too bad at all.
How many wounds has he got in total?
I think about 1,000. No, he's got 10. So, but still, you've dropped almost half his wounds, which is pretty impressive because this guy's been a beast in the combat patrol reports as it goes.
Shame about the plasma.
Shame about the plasma. I reckon you could have done a lot more. But anyway, that being said, let's see what the Eldar do in their turn 2.
Yep.
Get a bit of revenge for this horrid injuries you've inflicted here.
Okay, so we're here at end of turn 2 movement phase for the Eldar, or the Aeldari. Luke, do you want to talk us through what you've done?
I moved, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so the Wraith Lord stood still. Because if he moves, he's going to get overwatched to hell by that Dreadnought, and it is the aim for moment target, so he will be re-rolling, and there's a lot of potential shots.
Yes.
So I'm just going to stand still and shoot. The Farseer and Co have moved up to that objective, which has made it difficult for Liam, because obviously they can overwatch for free and hit on 4s, so it's pretty significant. And the Wind Riders have just managed to get an angle on an intercessor over here, but the unit will gain cover. So that being said, we are going to open up with the Wind Riders into the intercessors. They are the closest eligible unit, so I get to reroll 1s to hit. Also on free CP, so I'm going to go down to 2 to do the stratagem. Oh, I was on the right page. Storm of shots. Until the end of the phase, I had 1 to my hit roll. That was good, isn't it? So we're going to start with the scatter lasers, of which there are 2 in the unit. So that's 6 shots per scatter laser. So there we are, 12 shots coming in, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
For all relevance, the squad is not completely visible, so I'm assuming that cover.
Yes, this is AP nothing. So
yes.
This is a massive strength 5, so I'm going to need freeze to wound your dudes. Okay, right. Have you got 10 dice to hand?
I do, yep. 10 3-ups.
Yes, please.
Coming up. And these are damage 1. Damage 1, so
this is death by 1,000 cuts, basically.
1 dice. 2 wounds apiece, so 1 dice. Yep.
Fantastic. And then I've got to finish up with a whole bunch of twin shuriken shots. Well, it'd be 4 lots, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So once again, Wind Riders into those intercessors. We are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Fantastic. It's also twin linked, so I need 4s to wound you because it's only a strength 4 gun.
So 4s, but re-rolling.
Because
twin linked.
of twin linked.
Good universal roll to be back.
I like it, yeah. So it's not amazing, it's 7 armour saves, it would be -1.
But the benefit cover negates it essentially.
Do not care.
Okay, so 7
3
3-ups.
3 ups required, please.
Okay, so 7, 3 ups. Another one down.
Good drills, good drills.
So 2 drop in total.
High percentage of the combat.
Anything else for to shoot?
The only thing left is the Reef Lord going once again downrange with his big old right lance. Does he hit?
Hang on, you are.
He doesn't.
Oh, okay, cool. Fine, yeah.
He's got 2 shuriken catapults which will fire as well. Do you see I'm hitting worse, am I?
Smoke screen is a thing.
It is, but this is now just like a regular.
But this, yeah, this is.
I've hit once. I've not wounded. Right. With that is literally the Eldar turn concluded. We'll have to see what happens. It could all come down to this. I have touched on that objective. So
I'm assuming there are no
mission,
charges to be made.
There are no charges, but for the mission, which is Show of Might,
Show of Might.
Show of Might, you score extra points by having characters on these middle objectives for multiple turns. Right, that in mind, we will see what the Dark Angels can do on the counter. Back with Dark Angels. Second turn. Right, Liam. What has occurred?
Right, so over here, the Interceptors have deep struck in, and because of the new Overwatch stratagem, when they get set up onto the battlefield, enemy units of eligible shoot can then target. So the fastest did it, was that correct? The fastest, sorry, the Guardian Squad overwatched?
Yes, the Guardian Squad Overwatch, which they can do for free because of the enhancement.
Yep, so deployed here, they overwatched, killed one.
Yeah,
So,
pretty
okay.
good result for me, I think.
Yeah, so I'll take it though, because it means I've took the objective for the time being. The rest of it, Dreadnought has stayed put, and the Intercessors have moved up with the Chaplain to take the objective in No Man's Land.
Nice.
And again, the Oath Moment is the same target as last time.
So assume you're opening up with the Dreadnought then.
Correct. So
Let's see if this Plasma Cannon
Plasma
can
Cannon.
do anything better this time.
D6 plus 1 for 6, the complete contrast of last time. So 7 shots.
Oof.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling hits at the moment. Overcharging by the way as well.
Of course.
Re-roll fails. All hit. 5s. We have 1.
Oh, not so hot. What's the
AP3.
AP3? Bit of cover.
Incorrect, AP4.
AP4, bit of cover, so I get a 5 up save. Damage?
3.
Damage 3. Ooh, so that's 5, 6, 7 wounds taken. The Dreadnought is doing work here. Oh. He is injured. Carry on with the rest of the guys, Liam. Don't let me stop you doing your murdering.
Icarus Rocket Pod, D3 shots for 2. 3s. All hits. Strength 8, so 5s again. 1 wound, -1.
1 at -1. Make it.
Make it, very nice. The Onslaught Gatling Cannon. This is 8 shots. 6, 7, 8. 3s. Re-rolling. Okay, so we drop 1.
Nice.
We're looking for 6s on here.
Yep.
6 to wound, and 6 for devastating wounds anyway. We get 2.
Ooh.
So 2 more mortals.
2 mortals. Nothing I can do about the mortals. So we're getting even more injured.
How many left?
So 6, 7, 8, 9. He has got 2 wounds left at most. Maybe only 1. He's only got 1 wound left. This is horrible.
Okay, so I need this to go through. So twin step, frag. Oh, I can't speak. Twin frag storm grenade launcher.
Is that
the
nervous?
D6 shots for the big 6. 3s. Reroll misses. All hit. 4. So I need 6s again.
It is.
Oh my friend.
Twin linked.
Oh well, we've got just good job. We've got 3 6s already. then change 3 6s, so 3.
It could be enough to do it. I do have a 2-up save. I can't fate dice because, oddly, in the combat patrol, the Wraith Lord does not have the Strands of Fate faction keywords, which is something we've got wrong in previous ones. Oh, there's the 1. Now, there are still the intercessors to fire. I have plenty of CP spare, so I'm gonna risk it to re-roll the 1 into a 2. It's a 6. That's brilliant. So he's still alive. The Dreadnought is done shooting. Can the intercessors bring the beast down?
Okay, so we'll do the intercessors first.
Of course.
3s. Re-rolling for the moment. All hits. 6s again. 1 6, my friend.
Any AP?
AP1.
Oh, 3 up or dead. No!
Oh, they do it.
You've done it.
They do it.
Why have you done it to me?
Do they blow?
No one in range anyway.
Nice.
Would he blow up? No.
No. Okay.
Okay, I didn't waste a 6 either. So that is a very big swing. So other than that, and the Wraith Lord being annihilated by the Dark Angel firepower, were just these fellas left to shoot.
Yep, so I'm unfamiliar with something, so I need to check. So I've got 2 left, 3 attacks each, so 6 attacks with the
I may try something.
assault bolters. Go for it.
I will. I'm going to do whip fast reactions, which makes my unit -1 to be hit. So
Is that the redouble and light fast reaction?
no, it's called whip fast.
Okay, so right, 6 shots. So it's
Whip
-1
hit.
hit, correct?
-1 to hit.
So now we're hitting 4s. Stain hits 2. So we're hitting 4s. 2 hit. Toughness 3.
Toughness 3. They're not great.
Strength 5. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Minus
4s to wound because they're also -1 to wound
-1,
because of the
yeah.
fast here. So 1 wound, right?
So 1 wound. Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
-1. We ignore the -1, so it'd be 4-up save. I'm just going to save it with a miracle dice. Not a miracle
fate
dice.
dice.
A fate dice of 5s.
Your sister.
I am a sister player. So okay,
Sister.
we're alive.
That's
Are you
everything.
going to do some crazy, stupid charges with these?
Well, you said the word itself, stupid. That would be stupid. So no.
Sorry, heroic.
No,
Charge.
you're right first time.
Alright, fine. Be that way. So I believe you gain some VP for your secondary here, because your intercessors have taken an objective in no man's land.
Yes. So
Good job on that.
that
And
was endless hunt.
yeah, so we're going to score that up separately. You'll see that on the scorecard. But we're going to see going into turn 3 what the Aeldari can do to make up for this evil transgression from the Dark Angels.
Alright, so we're back for turn 3, post Luke's movement phase. So Luke, please tell us what you just done.
I've done everything. Yeah,
Done everything.
everything. There's
That's
not much I can
pretty
do.
vague.
So in the command phase, I've gained another rubbish miracle dice of a 1. So if I want to fail any saves deliberately at some point, sorry, fate dice. They're not miracle dice. I play sisters. That's why
Sisters inside you.
they're clearly the better army.
Just realised it sounds really weird.
That's right. You should have seen what old Chris said when he was on the channel. Let's just say it was something to do with getting someone rubbing off on
It's
him.
not exactly PC. We'll just state that.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. That's enough. That's enough, lads. Right, so the fast here in the command phase made the Wind Riders -1 to be wounded, which helped because off camera, just to speed things up, is Liam overwatched.
Yeah, fire Overwatch for 1 CP, and actually, funnily enough, I only got 1 hit, but sustain hit 2, correct 3 hits. Got 3 my wounds through, was it?
3 wounds through, which is scary because they're damaged 2. So I fate diced 1, passed 1 normally, failed another, and then command point re-rolled the fail.
Yeah.
So
You're down to 1 CP now.
yeah, those Inceptors could devastate that unit, which is quite
Yeah, I was
scary.
hoping to pluck a couple off with the damage too.
In response though, we're about to open up with all the weapons possible on the Inceptors.
So this is the bikes.
This is the bikes, yep. So this is going to be the scatter lasers. We will also, I get a full reroll to hit because you're on an objective and the closest eligible target to the bikes. So it's freeze to hit, rerolling everything. Not going to bother using the strat like last time 2 on 2s because it's overkill. So all hit.
All hit.
That's just the scatter lasers though. I say just the scatter lasers. They aren't, I think they might be strength comparable to your toughness. Let's have a look. You're T6.
I am T6.
I'm strength 5, so actually 5's to wound.
5's to wound. Got twin linked?
Not on these, on the little guns in here. 4 armor saves at minus nothing.
4 armor saves.
You're alright to chuck 4 dice.
AP nothing.
A single wound.
Single wound. Okay, so we'll mark it up in my head. 3 wounds apiece. Oh, maybe not.
Don't worry.
So 2 wounds left on one model. Yep.
4, so 4 bites, 2 shots each. Freeze! Re-rolling the lot. On this.
Drop 1. So this is strength.
4, so it's 5s again.
5's again, like twin links.
Twin
So
schwink.
2 in so far.
That's a pretty healthy roll. 4 again, this is -1 and it is a clear shot.
So 4 on my 4. So 4 ups.
4 ups.
Drop it like his heart. Damage 1.
Yeah, 1 dies.
1 dies, down 1 down to a wound.
1 down to a wound.
Shift that counter over, please.
There we are, wow. And then it's the Guardians. The Guardians are going to finish off. I'll start with the Star Cannon. 1 hit. It's going to be a 3 to wound, so I'll just miracle dice. So that fake dice, the 3. So
That's the
1 armor save, -3, but it'll be -2 because this pipe is definitely in the way.
So 1 armor save. On a 3.
Ah, you're done because it's -2. So it's 2 damage.
2 damage, is it?
So that is.
I will reroll, my friend.
Okay.
So down to 2 CP.
You do need a 5.
Hey, I've got to play for a CP. Ah,
No.
it's fine. It's worth it though.
If it
Okay, so
helps.
he's removed.
Yeah, if it helps, the rest of the unit could have open fired after.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if that changes anything and you want your CP back, feel free.
Didn't quite realise that. Is that okay?
Yeah, have your CP back.
Gentleman's agreement?
Yep, no problem at all.
That's fine. Not a problem.
With that though, that is my turn. I'm quite happy. It's a good-ish trade. I realise I've messed up. I'm not going to change it now, but what I should have done is moved them a bit closer and then popped the stratagem, Zephyr Swift, to move them an extra 6 inches. I think at the end of my shooting phase. So that could have meant I would have got my objective back, but I'm very silly.
So, one gentleman's agreement to another?
No, it's too big of a swing.
Oh, okay.
It's too big of a swing. I'm happy with it though. So we're gonna.
Kind-hearted in me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just all round good guy. With that in mind though, we're gonna see what the Dark Angels can do in retaliation.
Okay, we'll be back.
Okay. Talk us through, Liam, what evil things you've done.
Right,
At the end of turn 3.
Turn 3 Dark Angels. Right, so the Intercessors have just sort of shuffled up, getting behind the cover, staying on the objective. Nothing else really for that. The Redemptors come round. I think it's quite self-explanatory what he's about to do. So he's moved, finished the movement phase, or finished movement. The Guardians with the Farseer and the platform overwatched.
Yep.
Everything combined, did nothing except for the Farseer's
Eldritch Storm,
Eldritch
yeah,
Storm.
got quite lucky and got 2 wins.
done 2 wounds to it. So I mean, it's something, but you know, that's it. Otherwise, that's it.
Right, take it away.
Right, so as a previous day, it's quite self-explanatory what's happening. Everything's going to fully unload into the Guardian squad. So,
of course, I'm going to spend one of my 2 CPs to whip fast reactions and go down to make you -1 to hit me.
not drama. Okay, so
But I'm going to assume that they are oath of moment target.
both of moment target. They are both moment target, so I'm re-rolling hits here.
Nice.
Okay, so Macroplasma, D6 +1,
Yep.
and I believe Blast as well.
It is.
Yes, so there's
10.
10, so +2. So it's 3 plus the 1, so 4 plus the 2, so 6 shots. So, -1 hit, you said?
-1 to hit.
So
Yeah.
4s, rerolling 1s.
We're rolling everything.
Correct, rerolling everything, which is just as well.
Whoa.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
This would be 2s to wound, right? Unless you
Toughness
are
3?
toughness 3.
So
You got any
2s.
minuses to wound?
No, it was on the Wind Riders.
2s to wound. So 4 at minus 3, 4, something. 3 because I didn't declare overcharge. That's fine. So 3
Minus.
minus 3.
That was 3 dead. Because Guardians are fairly good, but they are only a 4-up save. What? 4 dead, sorry. My bad. Don't need to whisper, it's not a secret. Oof, brutal. Right, and the rest of it.
Okay, the Gatling gun, I don't know, Icarus rocket pod, do 3 shots. Not blast on this. For 2. 4s, re-rolling. 1 hit, 1 miss. Still 1 miss. Cool. Strength. Don't know what's it like that. 8. So yeah, 2s to wound. Wounds. Minus 1.
-1, needing a 5 up. No, another one goes
Damage
down.
2. 1 more goes down.
Pull that out for me.
Guessing rare. Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
So obviously don't forget the -1 to hit for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Assuming you are.
Yeah,
remembering.
that was a 6
You've
and a
got
1
pretty,
in total.
pretty solid.
Onslaught Gatling cannon, 8 shots. 4s.
You missed.
See you later where that went. Cool, so we roll in 5 of them, 3 hits so far. 5 hit. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. 6s to wound are devastating wounds.
Nice.
So just 2.
Any minus?
AP 0.
Let's make some 4-ups, Eldari. We do. Nice.
Happy days.
Couldn't see that one.
Wow. Every time I say this thing, this weapon, I say something different. Just a mouthful. Twin frag storm grenade launcher.
You told me these 10 last cannons last time.
D6 shots. 6. And blast. So the minute it would have fired, so +2, yeah?
Yep.
8 shots. 4s. 3 hits so far. Reroll, the misses. 5 hit. This is strength 4, so T3 still? Yep.
Yeah.
So 3's to wound. That's 4 at -0.
4
wounds,
minus.
So you 4 ups.
Absolutely nothing. I'm going to make 4 4-ups.
All the 4s, my friend.
I'll make 3 of them.
Well, that's not half bad. So 1 more off.
Another one, please, yeah.
Guessing. Yeah.
The one with the helmet still survives. Without the helmet still
Without the
survives.
helmet. I'm assuming that was like a sergeant or something.
They don't actually have sergeants.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Right. Yep. So that's all shooting conducted.
What's next?
Charges.
In you go.
Yep.
Roll them dice.
So you have Overwatch already.
I've already
So you won't be able
overwatched.
to do it. So I don't actually know what we're going to need yet.
I'd
But I
say-
think
I'd
11.
say 11's plenty, so in you fly.
11 goes plenty.
Fantastic.
5 attacks.
Yep, swing away. I'm
Are
still
you
not.
still -1 to hit? by
No,
the way?
just shoot in, so it's your oath of moment target.
3s. Re-rolling. So 4 hit.
Gonna be 2s.
2s, strength 12. Oh, I still managed to miss one, so 3, please, at -2.
3, only -2, okay, so 6s. No, 3 dead.
3 more dead. So
3 more Guardians, murked.
1, 2.
Well, to be fair, actually, we'll kill the platform and 2 Guardians, because I'm not going to get a chance to use that again. Platform's 2 wounds, but I know he's multi-damage, isn't he?
Yes, it's the damage 3.
Yeah, and also the platform's objective control nothing, whereas these are objective control too. So that's your swings. So I'm going to swing back at you right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a nice bit of Guardian slappage going on. We have a massive 1 attack each.
Pretty big.
So these attacks going into the Dreadnought I think we've hit you twice. We actually hit on 3s in combat. That's pretty impressive.
Your ancient elves, maybe.
6s, because we're strength 3.
Yeah.
And let me just check one thing, actually. Okay, cool. 6s. Wow,
That's the wound.
Come on, does the Guardian do you? 2 up. Oh, he does it. Right, next up is the Farseer using his Singing Spear in combat. So that's 2 attacks. I hit you on 2s. Come on. There's 1 hit.
Strength.
The strength of it, oddly, is only 3. It doesn't have any of the cool Witchblade rules. So I'm just going to walk their wound with a 6.
Makes sense.
So it's not amazing, it's AP nothing, but if you do fail the save, it's 3 damage. Yes!
You know what?
Don't
Out
do
of
it.
spite,
Don't do it.
it is the final.
Please. I'm a virgin.
We'll go again.
Don't do it.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Oh, so he's taken
Eldar
5.
trickery.
He's taken 5 wounds now. Ooh, that's I'm quite proud of that Farseer. He's done a good job. Right, we will return
Well, that conducts my turn.
for the turn 4 for the Eldar.
Okay, right, so turn 4 now. End of your movement phase. Luke.
It
turn
is.
through.
It is. Right, so I did think about falling back in the combat and just trying to deck that Dreadnought down and remove 5 wounds, but it's easier said than done because I would have been, wounding him on 6s. It's a beast. So what I've decided is to come over here with the Wind Riders and try and kill the Intercessors off to prevent Liam pulling ahead more, especially in the secondaries,
Yes.
whilst also capping this objective. I don't have battle line though, so I have to be careful, because I won't be able to hold that objective if I leave it. Yes, exactly. So that being said, we're going to open up on the Intercessor squad. They did overwatch me, they caused the wound. Right. So we're going to open up with our 2 bikes, Intercessor lasers, into the Intercessors. So it's 12 shots.
I will be paying CP here for... Wow, can't remember what it's called. Go to ground. That's the one. So they gain benefit cover and a 6 up on bomb, which is
Okay, nice.
It's like they gain benefit cover.
So these have no AP, these attacks. I'm rerolling everything to hit because you're the closest eligible and you are on an objective. Because obviously, oh well, you had everything. Missed once. When you freeze to wound you. Ooh, not so good. You're looking at 7 armor saves, please.
7 arm saves, no AP.
No AP at all.
So 3 ups. Oh, that's not great at all.
Uh-oh.
2 die.
2 dead.
And that's from the scatter lasers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 drop. Bada bim. Bada boom.
Right, so now the rest of the shots from the catapults coming in.
Yes. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Freeze. Oh, do you roll it?
Oh wow.
Oh wow. That's a nice sneeze. Can you send me a video of it? Lots of hits. I've dropped 1 and then 4s to wound you.
Yep. 2 unlinked.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. You made it slightly worse for yourself. So it's another 6 minus 1, but you don't care because of your stratagem.
So 6, 3 ups. So Incest is dead.
Whee!
That's it. Chapman's left.
Chapman's left. And he is a scary beast.
So that will stop me scoring my secondary though.
Yes. But the chaplain can still score the mission one, which is why I'm probably going to do what I'm going to do. I'll probably nick the objective from
do. Oh yeah, the 6-inch move.
Yeah. But first, I've just got a little bit of shielding to do from the Farseer. So we're going to fire our shuriken pistol into combat. Woo! Needed 2. We're good. Why not? In fact, no, I'm going to hold on to that. Do we wound? We don't. That's it. I'm going to spend the CP on these bikes to do Zephyr Swift, which will allow them to move 6 inches after, well, sorry, at the end of the shooting phase, which is now. So we're going to do this. So it's 1 bike, 2 bike. So that's the objective control value of 4, which I think absolutely decks.
I mean, you only needed 1 to be fair.
Yes, but you, oh yeah, to be fair, you wouldn't spend the CP, but this just solidifies it. So with that, we're into fighting, and it's you first with the Dreadnought.
Okay, question.
Yep.
What is a combat punch like on your bikes?
They're just people slapping you. They hit well, but there's nothing. It's strength 3 attacks.
Okay, I'm going to pay a CP.
What are you doing?
Heroic intervention.
Unfortunately, I haven't declared a charge. It's something that's changed between 9th and 10th edition.
Forgive me.
To heroically intervene, and an enemy has to charge, and then you get the chance to charge them.
You are correct, yes. Just read it. That's a shame.
Well, that would have been terrifying.
I get to fight first.
You fight first because it's my turn, so the Dreadnought swings in.
Yep, so...
I don't think I can make you -1 to hit. I think it's only
You mentioned -1 to wound, didn't you?
-1 to wound. Oh, actually, the opponent's shooting or fight phase, so I will use my last CP. And -1 to be hit, and -1 to be wounded on the remaining squadron.
So, 5 attacks. Hit them force. You are still my for moment target.
Yes. Oh, it's quite scary. Oh no. At least 3's to wound.
3's to wound.
Okay.
1 wound. You know what? I'm gonna pay a CP to reroll 1.
I would. No!
Son of a gun. Yeah.
So
That's
it's
fine.
1 minus what?
-2.
Does this cover it, sir?
I don't.
-2, yes, it's 6
I
up.
don't sort of recognise that tender, my friend. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid, sir,
It's not legal tender.
we do. Now, just to add injury to insult, we are going to swing back with the 2 Guardians. We're going to hit twice. Are we going to wound the beast?
6s.
We don't.
No, pass here. This is probably the main important one.
Yep, Farseer, which is going to be a 2-up to hit. With the Singing Spear, he has hit twice. He is a beast, but it is only strength 3 in combat. I've already used the fake dice. We need 6s. We don't get it.
Okay.
Quite tough, so that will remain as it is. So we will return to see what the Dark Angels can do in response. Okay, we're back with Darth Vapor in the corner over there.
Thanks.
Pulling on that vape, he really needs it.
Caught me off guard.
So, go on, talk us through your
Right.
2 remaining models.
Movement phase.
What's the drill?
There was no movement.
No.
Standing firm, standing vigilant. Okay, right, so straight into the shooting phase. Well, we'll just go over here, everything into there. So -1 to hit,
Yeah.
because of the inherent combat penalty.
Who's your open moment target?
The open moment target would be these guys.
Cool.
I need to make sure they're gone. Especially the
agree.
pass here.
So I'm not going to bother with the -1 to hit because you're already -1 to hit. So,
Cool. So, straight into it. Macroplasma incinerator. D6 shots. Blast. Doesn't affect it, but it is what it is. 6.
7 shots.
7 shots. Force. Rerolling. All hit.
Nice.
Are you -1 to wound?
It does persist, so yes.
So I'm 3s to wound.
Yeah.
3s to wound, sorry.
Is that 4?
Does make a difference. 4. Now, do you need to do these 2 at a time?
Well, 2 are dead because it's -3.
Correct. So
Leaving me
2
2
left.
to make damage of each one.
I didn't overcharge it, so 2.
So 2. Just a 4-up invuln on the Farseer. So first one.
Pass.
Second one.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, he's still in it.
Mid-arms. I've got a lot of shooting still. I'm hoping this is going to do it. Okay, so D3 on the Icarus rocket pods.
Alright, yeah.
For 1. 4s. Reroll them. Hits. 3s. 4s actually, because you might as well wound. Hits and wounds anyway. Invul for 1.
Whoa, tower's getting knocked.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Your next up is the Gatling cannon. 8 shots. Whoops. Okay, re-rolling. Okay, 4 hits. This is 3s to wound, 6s on mortal wounds. 1 wound, no AP.
Passes.
Passed it. And
Passes
now
living.
the twin frag storm grenade launcher. Set it right this time. D6 for 1. Hits. Doesn't wound.
Twin linked.
Correct. You're right, thank you for reminding me. It doesn't matter. Okay, right, so literally nothing.
Absolvable pistol.
Absolvable pistol, okay, so instead of that, I'm doing grenades. Which I can't do. Oh no, wait, I might be able to, so put the wrong data sheet there. I can't, it does not have the grenade keyword, so I can't do it.
To be fair, it's 1 mortal wound you'd maybe do.
What was I hoping to do? Well, not that.
So you've got 1 shot, so either way you might kill a bike.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
matter. Okay, that's
Chaplin. Sort it out, mate.
Right. Charges. Chaplin. He's charging. I'm going to assume you're a Richmond, correct?
We use my 1 and only CP to Overwatch.
Yep.
Roll your charge to see if you get in.
7.
You're in. I'll just pop it in. Just to see if we get combat. I'm going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll hit you with the Farseer, because I'd fight first. Over here.
Yep.
Then I'll do my Overwatch. And then we'll see what happens from there. Okay?
Okay.
Farseer. Okay, he's hit twice. Not wounded. It's the end of him. And the Overwatch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bikes. 6s. You are on an objective, so I reroll it a lot. And your post is eligible. Let me make sure I'm not cheating. Yep, each time. Okay, so nothing from the shurikens. 2 scatter lasers. We need 6s. We'll get 1. We reroll everything. Still only 1. Do we win the Chaplain? No. That was all absolutely pointless. So, would you like to make some big swings with the Dreadnought to see if the Farseer is murdered?
Please. So 5 attacks.
You can. Hit normally.
Hit him normally now, eh?
Yep.
3s. Does the over moment?
Yep, it does.
All hits.
I don't like that only has 1 dice get rerolled there.
It was only 1.
2. Well, yeah.
2s. 4 at -2, please.
4 at minus.
So you'd be 4 up in bombs, right?
No, I'm all good. So 4 up in ones, damage 2. So let's pass 1.
So 3 to go. And you make them all.
He's alive!
Wow.
I don't think that changes anything for me though. Your Chaplain now smashing me up over here.
Yeah, Chaplain, 5 attacks. Okay, yeah. That's 6 in my hand. Whoops. Okay, so 2s. I'm going to basically to re-roll 1 of them.
Nice.
They all hit.
I'm toughness 4.
Strength 6.
All 3s.
2. 2
Oh
wounds.
no!
AP1.
AP1. I've got no fake dice to circumvent it, so it is just 2 rolls. You do kill a bike.
I do kill a bike. It was the one with the 1 wound.
Ooh. He's dead.
Okay.
Right, for me, I pile in my 3 inches. Some of this is getting pretty. We'll go there. You can, yeah, actually, you can jump in there. They'll jump in there. Either way, they all get to fight. I don't think they're going to be the particularly most gifted at fighting. Okay, that's ridiculous. Why do they have 3 attacks each? 15 attacks. Why do they have 15 attacks then?
We're not per model.
Yeah,
So you
no,
well, it would have been 18.
3 per.
It
So
would have
3,
been
6, 9, 12, 15. That's a lot of close combat attacks for some bikers.
What's the AP on them?
Nothing. It's only strength 3.
Okay.
So we need 3s. It is literally just like Eldar slaps. The thing is, I'm really good at hitting. 5s to wound you though, because you are toughness 4 and unfair.
Toughness 4, yeah.
2 armor saves, please.
2 armor saves. No AP.
I assume you're a 2 up.
I'm a 3 up.
Okay. You're not going to die then.
Don't take a room. Okay.
Right. So we're going to just carry on, I think, because we can pretty much, I think, start closing this out here.
Yeah, everyone's locked up in combat.
They'll close over to me. I'd get my only 5 points because you're for this objective here.
For me,
For me,
for you, yes. So.
you've just had your turn. Don't be selfish.
Oh no, I thought you meant the end turn score, but I don't have the intercessors anymore to score my secondary. Sorry. Which would have only been 3. Right, yeah, so you only control 1, because I control that now. So you score your 5.
I'm quite simply not going to do 5 wounds to you in my turn. Well, in fact,
You know what?
let's
Go
have a
for it.
look. I'm just going to roll the fastest attacks now.
You have shooting, right?
Snake eyes. He
Snake
did
eyes.
2s to hit and missed. It's irrelevant over here, and plus you would have punched me first anyway. So do you want to see if you kill the Farseer?
Yeah, so 5 attacks again.
Yep.
3s. Unless you got any like -1
No,
to hit.
it's 3s and 2s.
3s,
Character is nothing without his unit.
2s. You're not -2 wound, are you? Oh yeah, you just said. You know what? How many wounds you got?
4.
4. We're on turn 5. I'm going to CP reroll
Yep.
just to see if we can get through.
You do.
Roll, yeah, go for it.
So need 4s.
1, 2. It's damage 3, so 6 wounds.
Damage 3. I'm going to use my 1 CP again this turn. He goes down.
Goes down like a chump.
So I effectively, regardless of what your chaplain does here, I gain 5 and you'll gain 5.
I still control the rear objective.
Ah, you do. So actually, that's a good point. So I
It's a
guess
good
my guys will fall back, so I can easily get over here, right? I know that means you'll still control 2 either way. So when I fall back, you'll still control this one, and probably get more points because of the character.
Yes, and I would then score other primary points for my character being on the No Man's Land one.
So I'm just going to leave it like that, I think, and we'll be back with the end score because I think it's really close on who won. So we will see in just a moment. So we realised with quick playing it, we were wrong to do that because we needed to actually work it out properly. Because we worked out after the Farseer died to the Dreadnought over there in the Eldar turn 5 that the Dreadnought would have been free. So what I did was I fell back from combat and moved my jet bikes in a V formation here, as you can see.
Yeah.
But then Liam's Dreadnought rolled round the corner and opened fire with its massive plasma gun.
Yeah, so I've got 5 shots, +1 for blast, +1 for the inherent D6 +1. I'll have 1 miss in total, even with the rerolls of over moment, and then everything else wounded. And then you actually have a 6 up save due to the benefit of cover, and with your -1 hit as well, because you pop your stratagem for your last CP. Nothing saved, overcharged, everything went through, wiped out the whole unit.
Yeah.
Which does mean I get an extra 5 because that means I would score at the end of the turn. And the chaplain then controls the objective for the combat patrol specific primary, which you get an extra 5 for if you have your character in a no man's land objective.
Yeah. So overall, it's pretty good. So we tallied up the scores. So the Aeldari got a very, very respectable score of 46.
Pretty good.
With the Dark Angels,
However,
sadly, falling ahead with 56.
I mean,
Making them the champions of the Combat Patrol League. They're the winners. They're the two big hitters. They're going to be celebrating tonight. Probably like getting some new parchment, new purity seals, all of that. No expense spared. So Liam is the general of the winning faction, the one which has won the final. What do you have to say?
I mean, I just want to shout out to my fans. Yeah, thanks for just like supporting me the entire way, boys. Yeah, I mean, no, shut the hell up. Yeah, I mean, I just came in for the last moment, no one was available. I was just coming to pilot the thing. First time playing Dark Angels, Combat Patrol was quite fun. It was a really good game overall. Following along with the entire Combat Patrol tournament, Dark Angels have looked very strong away throughout, and ultimately, I think everyone at home knew Eldar were going to be in the final at some point at all. But Dark Angels, see them in the final is nice, and for me to have the actual opportunity to play them for the first time is quite nice and enjoyable. And thank you, Luke, for giving me a good game and
no
close out
worries.
the tournament.
It was a pleasure. It was a good end actually. So if you're thinking of starting an army, Dark Angel Combat Patrol apparently is where it's at. So that said, thank you everyone, and of course those that have been following the whole league or just getting started. We're now going to be moving on to 2,000 point games which support the narrative of Narrative Crusades. It's an ongoing global campaign that anywhere in the world can play, so you can submit your games and affect the outcome. So get playing, it's free to get involved. Patreons get an extra war zone every pack that's released. So that's all we can say. Come and defend the Selenar system or destroy it.
I will say, like, make sure you follow this one, guys, because the previous ones have been an absolute blast to play here in the studio and at home with friends. And like Luke said, it's a global thing. The internet's a worldwide thing. You go on, you can follow it, and just have fun with your friends. It's really good.
Yeah,
it's really, really good. And you know what? It's quite a breath of fresh air. It doesn't have to be competitive. It's a narrative. Enjoy it. Play with units you want to play with. You know, have some gentlemen's agreements here and there, and just enjoy the hobby for what it is. It's brilliant, guys.
Right. Well, thank you very much, and see you on the next one.